But, my later experience has taught me two lessons: first, that things are seen plainer after the events have occurred; second, that the most confident critics are generally those who know the least about the matter criticized. I only knew what was in my mind, and I wished to express it clearly. In every battle, there comes a time when both sides consider themselves beaten. Then he who continues the attack wins. The art of war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is. Get at him as soon as you can. Strike him as hard as you can, and keep moving on. I have never advocated war except as means of peace, so seek peace, but prepare for war. Because war never changes. War is like winter, and winter is coming. I know only two tunes. One of them is Yankee Doodle, the other is not. There are but few important events in the affairs of men brought about by their own choice. I propose to fight it out on this line, if it takes all summer. Leave the matter of religion to the family altar, the church, and the private school supported entirely by private contributions. Keep the church a. There never was a time when, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword. The distant rear of an army engaged in battle is not the best place from which to judge correctly what is going on in front. No other terms than unconditional and immediate surrender. I propose to move immediately upon your works. The darkest day of my life was the day I heard Lincoln's assassination. I did not know what it meant. He was only put down in the field and started up in the gutters. As time passes, people, even in the South, will begin to wonder how it was possible that their ancestors ever fought for or justified institutions which acknowledge the right of property in man. The most confident critics are generally those who know the least about the matter criticized. To maintain peace in the future, it is necessary to be prepared for war. 2. Commanders on the same field are always one too many. The fact is, I think, I am a verb instead of a personal pronoun. A verb is anything that signifies to be, to do, to suffer. I signify all three. I am not aware of ever having used a profane expletive in my life, but I would have the charity to excuse those who may have done so, if they were in charge of a train of Mexican pack mules at the time. I believe that, if our country ever comes into trial again, young men will spring up equal to the occasion, and, if one fails, there will be another to take his place. I believe it has never been my misfortune to be placed where I lost my presence of mind, unless, indeed, it has been where thrown in strange company, particularly of ladies. Nothing could be more dishonorable than to accept high rank and command in war, and then betray the trust. I thought how little interest the men before me had in the results of the war, and how little knowledge they had of what it was all about. On several occasions during the war, he came to the relief of the Union Army by means of his superior military genius. The reason Senator Charles Sumner of Massachusetts does not believe in the Bible is because he did not write it himself. The question of who devised the plan of march, from Atlanta to Savannah, is easily answered. It was clearly Sherman, and, to him also belongs the credit of its brilliant execution. The Mississippi was now in our possession, from its source to its mouth, except in the immediate front of Vicksburg, and of Port Hudson. The problem, for us, was to move forward to a decisive victory, or our cause was lost. In May 1860, removed to Galena, Illinois, and took a clerkship in my father's store. The cause of the Great War of the Rebellion against the United States will have to be attributed to slavery. It is preposterous to suppose that the people of one generation can lay down the best and only rules of government for all who are to come after them, and under unforeseen contingencies,